toddler who just won't let go of bedtime or overnight bottles. Perhaps you're getting up multiple times a night and their nappies are just saturated. If this sounds like you, I've got a question. What's stopping you from saying no? Is it really their connection to the bottle, or is it yours? What's the cost of saying no? Lots of parents I work with say that being able to give their child a bottle to settle or to resettle at night gives them the freedom to walk away. Little ones can literally settle themselves. And of course, denying the bottle probably means unleashing a nightmare of demonic proportions. That's likely to wake the whole household. And even more problematic than that is having to be up in the night to support your child through big feelings. If you are going to say no to a bottle, you can't just walk away anymore. Of course, if you have the time and the bandwidth to go cold turkey on this, I'm all for supporting feelings and being in it with them. But let's be honest, when it comes to sleep, if there's an easier way, I'll probably go for that instead. If you're like most families I work with who would rather preserve their sleep and avoid a standoff, then we can go gradually. But first, for those of you who don't know me already, I'm Katie, your go-to infant sleep coach for mindful parenting and secure attachment. And if you like what you hear today, why not hit the like button, subscribe, or follow me to hear more. So what's the gradual approach to weaning off night bottles, I hear you say? Well, I like to call it the slow and sneaky approach. It involves ensuring that the bottles become less and less appealing. For instance, we can start to dilute the milk, so whether that is formula or whether that is cow's milk, we can water it down. Now this is just for toddlers, not for babies. Please don't be diluting bottles for little ones under 12 months. We can also serve it at a slightly cooler temperature. If you're used to warming it right up, have it slightly tepid to virtually cold. Once it's being served cool, it's really a weak solution, then we can start to reduce the volume too. Now I'm talking about doing this over the space of like 2 or 3 weeks, really gradually, or they'll be onto you straight away. The idea is the bottles lose their appeal, the toddlers start drinking less and less of it. For some, they can even send their kids to bed with just a bottle of water. And that means they no longer need to come back in the night to refill it with fresh milk. Now, if your child does actually catch on to what you're doing, by the time they realise, there's every chance you will have reduced their appetite because they're getting fewer and fewer calories overnight, and they're probably no longer wetting through either. Then once you decide to cease the bottles altogether, you'll only have feelings to support rather than dealing with hunger too. Now obviously this won't be the ideal solution for everybody, but it's certainly a valid option if you don't have the energy or ability to stay near them and love them through the big emotions of a sudden removal. And if you think your situation is not quite this simplistic and you've got lots of questions, you can always reach out for one-to-one support. Or post your questions in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them here.